I'm going to recommend a book. This is, and I like the book because it aligns with how I think on the topic. And so a friend of mine named Seth Knorr has published a book called Apostasy, Rebellion, Rapture or Rebellion, where he analyzes what is really being discussed in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, with the term apostasia that's used there. It's excellent. He draws on, he's very good with Greek. I would term him a Greek scholar. And you can get that at Kindle if you want to email.
There's a really good book, and I have to give a quote from this book because I think it's a really good book on the subject that I'd recommend. And this is by a guy by the name of Seth M. Knorr. And it's called Apostasia, Rapture, or Rebellion. And I've read a lot of different things on this subject, and this is probably the best thing, not probably, this is hands down the best thing I've read because it's the most in-depth, and he does a really, really good job. So Seth M. Knorr writes this book, K-N-O-O-R, Apostasia, Rapture or Rebellion. And in his conclusion, he says a lot of good things, but he writes this at the beginning of his conclusion, quote, "In conclusion, in my research, I found no Christian before the 19th century who believed that apostasia was a reference to a spatial departure. All Christians who write on the topic previous to the 19th century universally believed the apostasia referred to a rebellion or apostasy." And he's the one that he goes on to reference not adding or taking away from God's word and so forth. And